I've got a table here which is a bunch of assessments that some students have missed. It's got a lot of repeated data in it. So for example, there are some students who have missed more than one assessment, and there are some assessments that have been missed by more than one student. So we're going to use the database tools analyze table to split that into more than one table. So hit next, ask me to choose my table. There's only one in this database, but sometimes you need to make a choice. By default it says yes, let the wizard decide. My experience is that's a bit painful. Go no, I want to decide. At this point it shows you the table that you've got, and you need to make some decisions about which data is related. In this particular case I'm going to split it up into assessments and then students. So I'll drag out a field to do with assessments, and let's start dragging some other assessment stuff. Assessment number, reassessment, the level, the subject is actually non-assessment specific. Whether it's critical percentage, the assessment value, that is actually everything to do with the assessments. So then I've also got stuff related to the students. So I'm going to drag out their first name, call it students, and again I'm going to drag everything related to the students, their first name, last name, their mail to address, their preferred name, their ID I guess, the year level, their gender, their tutor group, and also their address. So all that's left in the main table is the subject related to a specific assessment and any notes related to that specific one. So it's each of these is an assessment missed by a student, and then these contain the students and the assessments. So I'll hit next. I've got some options here about doing corrections. Often it incorrectly picks that some of the data should be related. So what you will see is something written in this correction. It will say, is this correct or not? And typically it's wrong, so you have to say leave as is. In this case, no. But I do have some it should be making corrections, because I've got this AS 90435, and the teachers were very inconsistent when they entered the information about this standard. So it's got it called Achievement Standard 2.4, getting my head around badminton, getting head around badminton, getting my head around badminton, and getting my head around badminton with a slightly different number. So it's all a bit of a mess. I don't think you're going to have to cope with too much like this, but if that does come up, you can try using this correction tool to say actually it's that one there, and then do the same for the other ones as well. That one there, I hope I'm choosing the right one. You need to be as careful as you can when you do this. Hope that's right. Any more of those? No. So I hit next. None of the students seem to be a problem, so we hit next again. Yes, I do want to move on and create a query which ties together all of the new tables that are created. So I've now got these tables over here and a help window. Goodbye help window. And if we look at them, I've got the assessments. So that 90435, yep, that's great. I only do have only one of those, and I've got these students who missed that one assessment. And I've also got the students, list of all the students who missed assessments, and I've got the actual table that ties it together with the notes and the subject, and then a lookup reference to the other two tables as well. I probably want to rename that from table 1 to something appropriate. And if you look, I also have the original table. Once you're happy that you've done it, you probably need to delete that and get it out of the way. And down here I've got the query, which is, it looks exactly the same as the original table. It's got all of the same fields in it, but actually it's a query pulling the related data from the different tables together. And that is using the analyze tool to kind of normalize a table. And